Right, here we are down at Dunball again. I had to avoid another herd of cows. I got to get right round them because they were acting funny. I got one more herd to get through. One herd prevented me going on to Cummage because they charged me, about 30 of them, so I couldn't go on. They wouldn't let me through. That lot looked, there's a lot up there, that garden right near the gate, so I had to go through somewhere and then loop right round them. So I've got one more, well I hope it's only one more set of cows I've got to face. I thought I seen another set. Maybe I missed one lot, see. But anyway, this is Dunball. And here's some geese. I don't know what sort of geese they are, but they're messing around in the River Parrett there. Well, it's very low, the tide at the moment, as you can see. Now those four there are waddling down. And this was once a very busy port. I think it still delivers sand now. Like I said, the Shell Oil Company used to be around here once as well. But look at that magnificent view. Look over onto the Quantocks, the Cannington Hump there. I have walked a long way today. Very enjoyable though. Got a feeling a tractor's just gone up to those cows. I'm not sure. Looks like some sort of vehicle has just gone up and they're moving. Yeah, they're moving off the bank. So obviously they've been told to move. A vehicle's just come up where I was and moved the cows off the bank. Maybe it's the farmer. Obviously they might have realised that they weren't letting me through. He's going on towards the gate now. I can only just see this with my naked eye. So all this has happened quite recent. And he's going on towards the next gate. I can only just see it. Yeah. So here, as I was saying, this is Dunball here, very busy lock in the past. Just checking and working, and looks pretty busy now. But I mean, you don't see the ships, but big ships in my lifetime and not that long ago do come up here. This river is very deep once it's right in. It's a big, deep river, and probably needs a bit of dredging here and there, I would have thought, but they come right up here to do deliveries, as far as I know. Oh yeah, those cows are on the other. There's a set of cows there. I thought, oh no, I didn't recognise them, but I thought they must be on the other bank. I walked further up on the ridge earlier, but I decided to come down here. There's some sort of light, look, guiding light maybe. It might come on, who knows if it still works. It depends if it needs to anymore, if the ships don't come up here. I think they used to come right up to Bridgwater. Well, years ago they did, in their hundreds. Big tall ships as well. There's lots of pictures in the museum about them. It's very busy, this river. And it could be again. It's always going to be here if needed. Could be again when the petrol runs out. So this is Sheila, one of many videos I've done today. I've had some adventures. I was almost at Cummage. I'm not too disappointed because I have actually videoed Cummage before. It's just that was going to be the goal, to get to Cummage. And then turn around. So I didn't intend to walk. I'm going to do that on a separate occasion. I can go from Cummage to Steer, but I've actually done it before on my bike, but I didn't do the walking part. I only did where you could cycle. So that was lucky. I managed to avoid, because where I went I might not have really been allowed to. I mean, I don't know. It looked like a public little road that you could use. So it might have been alright. It's quite hot still. Must be going on for 4 o'clock. It might be 4 o'clock. And it's really, that sun is quite hot. Yeah, it's 4 minutes past 4 and I've got no sun shield on. I forgot it. I've been wearing my other t-shirt over my head on occasions. Earlier I did, about 1 o'clock-ish. There's a bit silting up there, look. Like I said, I'd like to see this when the boat was in. When the boats come in. It's an old dock. It really is. It's lots of history here. Lots of history. There's all the thick mud, look. The river will come right up here, but of course you can't negotiate with that there. There's only a narrow channel. They'd have to do a lot of cleaning up if they wanted to open up this river again. They'd have to do a lot of cleaning to get rid of all this mud, look. Yeah, I could see Inkley Point quite clearly when I was further up near Cummage. And like I said, I'm 61. This is the first time I've walked on the river, this end of the River Parrett. First time ever that I've done this. And sometimes it takes all your life to explore. It can take all your life because you're busy with your family. You can't just go out walking. You've got to work. This is what retirement brings you. That's why you can become wise in old age, because you can really get to know your environment. And I know this really, I'm getting to know this place really well. I'm cycling and walking, bussing all over there now, all over here and all over there. Part of my Somerset I love round here. I do love this part of Somerset actually. I mean, Somerset is a big county, believe me. I've got Chard, Yeovil, all those areas, but they are in different, they're not familiar to me. It's so big. This is where I feel at home, all around here in Weston-super-Mare. I feel at home as well. In Cheddar, Glastonbury of course. Down as far as Taunton at a push. I don't feel that attached to Taunton. I mean, I like Bridgwater for its history, basically. There we go, very dry river at the moment. It's been sucked out to sea at Burnham, High Bridge and Burnham, and then it'll come in, and it looks beautiful when it's full. The last time I went to Cummage, it was absolutely magnificent. There had been some floods and it was enormous. It looked like the Mississippi in my mind's eye. It was huge, the expanse across. Imagine all this flooded from here to here. It is massive when it's fully in. It's absolutely massive. There's some cows lying down over there. Now there's a mixture of weather tomorrow, but I'm off on a bus trip. I'm going off on a bus. I'm spending, well, it's going to be a couple of hours on a bus each way, and then how many hours I've got till the last bus, which I don't think there are that many last ones. Maybe more because it's the summer, I don't know. But I plan to go to Williston tomorrow. I plan to go there for a day out because I've done cycling, I've done walking. So it's bussing tomorrow, and soon I'm going to get my photograph taken, because I assume not long to go now, not really, a couple of months, I will have my free bus pass. And I will be able to go out on the buses as much as I can. Right from here I can just see the top of the beautiful white Paulette Church of St John the Baptist. I can see Hinkley Point sticking up, a couple of pillboxes from the war. As we move back into Bridgwater, sometimes known as a warehouse town now. Morrison's is massive, as you can see. David Cameron came here not that long ago. There always comes some reason, for this very reason, Somerset's very conservative. I can never understand it, because the poor people are very poor here, and there are a lot of them. People vote Conservative. I don't, never would. There's their moomers, they're looking over at me. Hi moomers! Moomers! Does the message got through, has it? I've got to get past your other lot yet. Oh, you're going to pump a good word for me. Because I'm armless, moo-moos. Just come out and join the countryside. So much for the River Parrett trail, eh? Don't tell you about the dangers of big animals. It's weird, I didn't have that bit on tape. I tried to video a bit of it. I don't know if it worked. I won't know until I get home next week. I won't know if it's turned out or not. It does seem to be doing very well, this recorder. Right then, I'm just going to turn off for a minute.